I'm trying to do the intro. I can't do it. I can't do an intro with you. I'm probably just gonna get it started.
You know how to press pause?
No, it won't. I don't want to pause. I just want to keep going. It's more organic and more natural like that. Guys, I appreciate you guys for being, so courteous, so kind with us. Y'all see that we're in the studio and we have a special guest in the studio, and she's not a guest. She's been on the show a couple of times, and she's going to be on the show all the time.
If he don't pay me, I might have to change my mind.
I want everybody to shout out to Stacy. Hey, Stacy, what's going on, baby? How you doing?
Fantastic.
You good?
Per usual.
Per usual. How was your week?
Long as hell.
Long? Well, summer is out, so you got to worry about doing that.
It was the last week of school. I had a kid graduating.
Congratulations. Hey.
From 5th grade.
That's still good. That's still good. That's good. They're going to middle school, right?
Yeah, it was a long week. I had awards. We had all kind of stuff.
That's good. That means you're a good mom. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the good moms out there. You know what I'm saying?
All the moms that bring them Wingstop for the whole class.
So, guys, before we get started to the show, I got to give kudos, and I give a big shout out to my sponsor, 605 Adult Beverages, and also my partners over there at Red Core Universe. This is a new year, new season, and we got some new partnerships, new sponsors coming down the pipe. I can't say nothing right now, but we got some things going, because of you.
He keeping secrets from y'all.
Because of you, not because of me, because of you. You guys tuned in. You guys made sure that we was popular and made sure that you guys, we did what we needed to do. And we got people like Stacy on the show, so I appreciate it. Hey.
Y'all said that, though. He said because of you, but then he said I can't tell y'all right now. Y'all see how they do?
Yeah. You gotta
That's some man stuff.
No, you got to keep it discreet.
We want to know, when you tell us, that's when we need to know.
No.
See, what's this topic we talking about today?
We're going to get to it. Because
this is part of y'all's problem.
No. Why it got to be a problem?
Y'all think y'all need to tell us on a need to say basis. We need to know it immediately.
No, because everything is not meant to be said at that moment. Sometimes the surprise, the mystery is always the best.
I don't want no surprise wife knocking on my door.
Oh, no. Oh, my wife. Wow. Shout out to the mysterious women that's knocking on these doors.
I've been totally unaware of anybody I've ever talked to has been married, so shame on them.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I have my suspicions.
About being with a married man?
Not that I was ever with a married man.
Okay.
No, I wasn't. But sometimes this one guy was like, never mind, let's go.
Oh, okay. I thought you was going.
You see how I did him, how he just did y'all? We got some upcoming sponsors for y'all. But I got to keep it on a hush. So I'm going to keep what I had to say on a hush.
Well,
you see, you ain't like it. It's we need to know at the moment.
I got you. The most beautiful thing about partnerships with women, I'm not even going to say wives or girlfriends, partnerships with women is we both have a different way of thinking when it comes to relationships, right? Friendships, partnerships, whatever you want to call it. And that's a good thing because we both have, it's a balance because if both of us was the same, girlfriends, you guys, girl, let me tell you, you guys tell everybody, tell each other everything. Men, we like, nah, I'm going to chill out for a little bit. I'm not going to say that right now at this present moment. I'm going to wait till the time is right. And then, for example, if it was your birthday, right? And I knew it was your birthday and I knew it was coming up, but I never said not one thing about it. And one day you walk in the door, surprise, that would be much better than me saying, okay, it's your birthday coming up and I'm going to have a surprise birthday party for you. No luster in that.
But who would say, oh, I'm about to have a surprise birthday party for you?
Some people will. Since women want to know everything.
And all you going to do is give me a surprise birthday party?
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need.
That's for you.
No.
That's so you can look good in front of my family and friends to make it look like you're thoughtful.
What?
That's not even about appeasing me.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
But we're not going to talk about that.
Okay, because I feel like a surprise birthday party or something like that is so that you can, on the back end, talk to my friends and try to hype yourself up.
Well, it's an ego thing to it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
that's not for me. A surprise birthday party is a plan for a man.
Y'all see what I did? Y'all see all I did? All the preparation that I put into this.
But you didn't prepare.
Yeah.
Because what you did, you contacted our mom and them.
That's a lot.
Our friends. and they basically did the leg work, you probably sent them $25.
And look, I'm like, look, I can't get y'all no flights. I need y'all to drive up from Louisiana because
No, and also because like we're grown, right? So my girls, my friends are gonna be like, okay, what y'all need? We gonna make sure it happens.
Okay.
So we already know you ain't about to.
Tips. Thank you for giving us the tips. So call the girlfriends, guys. Look, call the girlfriends if you want to do a surprise birthday party for your woman. Call the girlfriends because they know. Moving right along. So, guys, look, I had a topic discussion. Shout out to Andrea Odom with Odom Law Group. We had a nice discussion one day, and it was discussion that I didn't really think it was important, but in my response to these questions that we're about to ask, the women that was in the groups at the time, they went ballistic. They went crazy. And me and Stacy talked about this off camera. And I wanted a female's opinion, because I'm going to give you guys a male's opinion, but I want a female's opinion on this dating topic. So the question was, what are the first, no, not the first. When you're having a date, when I say a date, I'm not saying the initial meetup. I'm not saying you at the bar, you meet this person, you get a number. That's not a date. When you guys schedule a date, and y'all plan to meet up somewhere, or we get picked up, or whatever, how you want to do that, what are the first 3 questions that you ask that person? So, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I want you to go first.
Okay. Oh, we could go one for one.
I mean, because when you called me about this discussion, you were pretty lit.
Yes, I was adamant because what I've said, it made the women kind of upset. Some of them, not all of them, made some of them upset.
Why you gotta disrupt women's thought processes so much?
Well,
you're just a disruptor.
Well, okay, that they say the most influential people are. They're disruptors. So, I'm gonna go with my first question. My first question when I'm on a date for the very first time is, what's your credit score? Is that wrong to ask a woman on the first date, what's their credit score?
That's absolutely dumb, preposterous, asinine, stupid as hell.
Really?
And I don't use the word stupid very often, but that's a dumb as hell, stupid as hell.
If I ask her what's her credit score?
That's stupid.
Why?
Why do you need to know that at that point in
because
time? On this is your first official date.
Yes.
You don't even know her middle name yet.
Well, we're going to get to that.
She don't even know your middle name yet.
This is what's
important.
But
you asking about somebody's credit score, I feel like that's a broke question to ask.
No.
I feel like it's like a broke people question.
Okay.
And I'll tell you this too. I feel like when we venture into other people's, like other cultures and other races, right, and the discussions they have on the first date, I can guarantee you no one asked, what's your credit score? I've been on dates with people outside of, being black.
Okay.
Nobody has ever asked me, what do you feel like a credit score? Oh, do you want to know my credit score? Well, nobody asked that. That's dumb. That's something that stifles us.
I'm saying that because I think that I think I know. Now, people fall on hard times, things happen. I get it. But a credit score says so much about a person. And it's not necessarily about the score. It's more about how the person prepared to maintain the score. That means they had the discipline to maintain. They paid all what they needed to pay. They did what they needed to do. There was discipline. They understood the process, right? Mm-hmm. They did everything they needed to do to maintain this thing, to get what they want in the future, if they wanted that thing.
I mean, I guess the question, if you're adamant about asking that question, you should lead with, have you been married before? Because I know when I came out of my marriage, it was homie did a number.
Okay. And
I had to totally just rebuild from scratch. But it wasn't like an initial thing. It was like 2 years later and I'm finding out, like when you go and you're getting a divorce and they're like, all right, everybody got to pay off half of this marital debt, half. And I was cool with it because I wasn't trying to
pay nothing.
To rob him blind. Right. So I thought if we do 50-50, I'm not going to argue for more. Like,
I think that's not fair too.
At least my kids will be happy. It won't be like, oh, we're arguing over money. Big mistake. Because, like, I remember I was going to get something. They were like, oh, you have a past due account with us. I was like, I don't have any accounts with you. And I'm like, so it was like, for me, it was like 2 years after a divorce. I was finding out about all this foolishness. And I didn't even know because, we be on some, like finances, like wealth, cash.
Yeah.
It was never a hardship. So it wasn't, it wasn't like I had to check my credit score. You know what I mean?
So you'll say your first question is, have you been married?
That's not my first question.
What will be your first question?
Okay, so my first question is a two-part.
Okay. This is your very first question on the first date.
Maybe not my very first question, but like a first important question.
Okay.
It's, do you like to travel?
Okay. Say exposure leads to expansion. So to travel, to do the word travel, I think that would be good because people that travel have a well-rounded way of thinking in terms of world thoughts versus the small little box.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to travel, I don't mean like going to Vegas. I mean like going somewhere else. And I mean, I love,
Don't do that. Don't do that to the men.
the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico.
Hey.
However, I need somewhere where you can stamp something.
Okay.
And which comes to my second question, which is very important to me.
Okay, go ahead.
Women, ladies, guys, this is for you too, hon. Do you have global entry?
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
You know why?
I like that. Why?
Because you have your fingerprints done.
Yeah.
You've had a free background check.
Yeah.
So he hasn't committed any major felonies or misdemeanors or no violent history.
That's right.
That would prevent him from traveling.
That makes sense.
So I feel like you knock out everything, your credit question, your safety concerns, everything you need to have. But you can't just be like, oh, you got global entry. You got to segue into it. Do you like to travel? And this is where you have the drum roll.
I don't have it. Go ahead.
Do you have global entry, sir?
Global entry. That's a good. You know what? I never thought about that because you're right. Because if you have a felony, if you have a felony, you can't get global entry.
Correct.
So that means you committed some type of. You're right. Okay.
I mean, even some misdemeanors are not accepted. I mean, but.
Wow. And a lot of people don't have global entry though.
Well,
You know what? This is how I figured this out. So one year, this was last year, we went to a group of myself. We went to Anguilla, right? So Houston, global entry is pretty easy. But like you come to Atlanta, that shit is horrible. That global entry is filthy. But when we came back into the States to the what is it? What is the thing everybody that go through? Immigration? Is it immigration? Whatever it is, immigration.
Customs. And
customs. And everybody was like, if you have global entry, go over here. You just walk straight through, right? What's your name? Where you come from? And you gone. Everybody else. And out of a party of 30 people, only 2 of us had global entry. I was like, do they know about global entry? Or can they get a global entry? So a lot of people don't even know about it.
Right. And then you know what else it says? One thing that I'm like, oh my gosh, like as I've gotten older, I pay for convenience. I don't care.
First class?
I don't care.
No. Hold up. So
listen, I'm not sitting in the back of the plane.
It depends where you're going.
It does depend on where you're going. But I'm not just talking about first class. I'm talking about I like to pay for convenience. I don't mind spending a couple extra dollars to make it easier on myself. No, I'm not walking all the way I'm not parking all the way in the back of a parking lot. I'm going to pay a little money to valet. I don't care if it's 2 steps across the street. I'm going to pay for convenience. And what that tells me about a guy who I would potentially date is that, do you believe in paying a little bit for convenience,
no, I
making
don't.
things easier?
I'm not. One girl told me I was cheap because I didn't pay for valet at Joey Uptown. I said I could park across the street for free and I could walk.
But did you drop her off first?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, we drove separate cars. But I was saying, I'm like, I don't want to pay $12 and I could park my car right there.
I feel like you don't make me walk. Like, at least if I'm with you, pay for the convenience.
But I don't want to drop you off. I want you to walk with me. I want this thing.
Right. Well, guess who ain't walking from the back of a parking lot with you? Won't be me. Won't be me.
Shout out to the people that don't pay valet to go eat. First of all, I don't understand why do I. That's a whole other question. I'm not getting to that. That's a whole other question. So my second question would be outside the credit question. What is your family history health? When I say that, I mean do your family have strokes? Do you have a history of diabetes? Do you have a history of high blood sugar? Because that's important. Because the thing is, the vows say, if I plan on marrying you, it's sickness and health, right? If you have a history of strokes in your family, more than likely you're probably gonna have a stroke if you're not eating right.
You just sound like you looking for excuses not to date and to be a hoe.
What? That's real.
No, because first of all, you're just trying to find anything to exclude somebody, but you're trying to justify it with actual terms. Like, you're trying to justify, with the credit score. And then you move on over, and then you're like, does heart disease and hypertension run in your family? First of all, let's be real about it. A lot of people who we're talking about in our community, I'm not saying everybody, but we know the history of our community.
Yes.
Some people don't know what's on their mama side or their daddy side.
Well, it's good to know.
But if your parents aren't together, and you might not know your father.
Okay.
So then how you going to know?
You won't. In that situation, you won't.
But if you looking for everything to exclude somebody on, there's certain diseases and cancers and things like that impact people that does not have a familial history. So then what?
Well, that's...
Okay, so let's go to your next question.
But to answer that question, I would say this. I would say, well, you're not familiar with that. Okay, well, that's just something I wanted to know. Now, if you did know, okay, let's share it. Because I can share you mine. Because I did my research for us. So if you didn't, that's fine. It's not a deal breaker.
That's crazy. The only reason why you saying that is because you haven't been diagnosed with any of that yet.
No.
But I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you now. Regardless of what hypertension or things like that run in your family, you deserve to be loved too, and you deserve a second date, regardless of what he's telling you.
Praise God.
That's hogwash.
So what's your second?
I just gave you all three of mine.
So yours was global entry?
I done knocked it all out.
I know, that was fast. Jeez.
Knocked it out. That's all you need to know. Can I be safe around you? Will I feel safe around you?
Okay.
Do you do a little extra, pay for accommodations? That means you'll go a little bit out the way for me.
Okay.
3, do you like to travel? Do you have a vision? Also, traveling,
that's a lot.
You got to sit. No, but it's all like in one little umbrella. Also, when you travel, you got to go on these plane rides. You got to learn how to be patient. I'm a woman with kids. I need a guy that has a little bit of patience too. So that tells you everything you need to know.
That's a lot.
That's not a lot.
Do
you have global entry?
I do.
I'm saying, how is that a lot of questions? It's 2 questions.
Well, I have global entry because I work out of the country. So it's convenient for me to do that because I'm consistently traveling. But everybody doesn't do that, and everybody doesn't feel, especially if they only travel once a year, they feel like they don't need global entry.
Okay, but you're talking about hypertension.
That's very important.
Everybody don't have high blood pressure.
You never know. But anyway, that's a whole nother one. So we're going to go to my last one.
Yeah, you eat crawfish. Test your blood.
After you
test your blood pressure right after you eat. After you leave a crawfish ball. See how he said this is what men do.
I'm thinking about cooking turkey next today, actually.
See what they do? See what they do?
So my third one is
just fake.
My third one is this: do you practice therapy, or do you see a therapist on a consistent basis? That's very important. Mm-hmm. Because therapy to me, and I just learned this a couple of years ago, 22, 23, that it's a lot of stuff that I didn't know about myself that I learned about. So it would be very helpful for me to know that you've been working on yourself.
Is
that fair?
No.
Why not? Therapy?
I mean, I believe in therapy. I feel like it's an oil change. You get your car checked every 5,000, 7,000 miles, however many it is. I don't know.
5,000, yeah.
Whenever the little thing come on my thing.
Yeah.
That's when I know.
Well, with the exotic car, it's 5,000.
Yeah.
With
mine is like 7,000.
Yeah, mine is, I have Ford, so
yeah. Yours is like 2,000.
Yeah.
And you got the nerve to be asking people about if they go to So let me ask you this:
Yes,
if
ma'am.
someone is grounded spiritually and they might not necessarily go to like an actual family therapist, but
Okay.
they have a relationship with their pastor or their priest, does that count for you?
It does, because I'm glad you said that, because it's like a slash. It's like a therapy. It's like a therapy slash. So therapy slash spirituality. That's very important for me, because if you don't know, first of all, if you don't know where your help comes from,
This guy.
I'm preaching for a little bit. If you don't know where your help comes from first, you don't. I can't guide you nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that your questions are
They're,
unimportant.
thank you. I
I
appreciate it.
think they are terrible
Why?
for a first date. That's some bullshit.
Credit. What's your credit?
That's
What's your
not
health?
credit comes late. Like that's not
And do you
first
believe
date
in God?
worthy. Your credit score is not first date worthy.
Oh, yes,
That
it
is that is for broke people.
No, that's not.
That's broke people think that way.
Because I want to know if you're going to take the proper precautions to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. That's what credit score is. I'm not saying the credit score, the actual score, saying, oh, mine is a 720. I could get. No. In order for you to get to a 720, you had to prepare yourself for a long period of time, to manage things for a long period of time. That means you're disciplined in certain areas. You're not a big spender,
right.
right? You're not a frivolous person that just go do it because you feel. Nah, I want somebody that.
That's not true because
Unless,
as long as you pay it before that 30-day, you
well, most
alright.
people don't do that though, and you know that. That's what I'm. Thank you. Now you understand what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying
See what I'm
that's
saying?
not first date worthy. I'm saying it's date worthy. Yes, during dating, all of your questions are valid and you can ask that at some point.
Okay.
But not on no damn first date. I'm trying to know if somebody walked in and saw me sitting here with you.
Yeah.
Is there anybody who will be personally upset in your life to see us together?
That's good.
Namely, another woman
That's good.
who might have a baby on her hip. Don't get
Wow.
me caught up with no foolishness.
That makes sense.
Is it like because people just be lying? I mean, you worried about people and their credit scores and their health, like something they can take a baby aspirin for. I'm talking about people who outright lying, just with the fugazi, just being foolish out here in these streets. Somebody you worried about whether they eating too much salt and they sitting there putting sugar in your tank.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Damn. So that really happens.
I don't know. I don't do stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. So
I like I said,
you never
I'm
put
good.
salt in sugar in
Why would
nobody's
I
tank?
do that?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I understand the value of people's property. I had to get it out the mud myself. Remember, I had to rebuild from being a rich bitch and be back. You know what I mean? So it's like you value the things you work hard for.
Right.
And I value the things that other people work hard for as well.
So
That's crazy.
So now, can I further this conversation? That was the questions that I think that were most important.
Okay.
While dating, if you say you go on the next date and the next date, what are some other questions? We're not gonna get into each single question, but do you think those questions that we both mentioned, you think they're worthy, not just for the first date, but have a continuance of those questions?
Well, I know a question I've asked before.
Go ahead. What is it?
It might have been a couple of dates in.
What?
You know, when things get a little cute.
Okay.
Like, do you have any health concerns that I might need to be aware of? I ain't talking about heart health.
What you mean, like STDs?
We need to know. We need to know.
That makes sense.
Don't kiss me or nothing.
That makes sense. Like you said the other day, the halitosis. Well, you know if a person had halitosis, if you're talking to them. That makes sense. Yeah, STD. So would you, how far would you go to, like, know if they have STD or not? Would you go do a test with them, like a blood work?
I've had someone show me their test.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that was honest.
Like I know people who, like, you know, well, guess with their men's health checkup.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's honest. Most people ain't gonna do that.
That's why I only try to meet new guys at the beginning of the year, right off after the healthy men checkup, because they got fresh papers on them.
I didn't know that.
I chill the rest of the year. It don't be no hot girl summer for me. I have to chill the rest of the year, but I can only catch you.
So you catch them early in the year.
Yeah,
January,
when your paper's
February.
fresh.
Oh, that makes sense. But that's very honest for somebody to do that. I heard it before, but I never knew somebody actually did it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Would you do that? Would you show somebody your paperwork?
Of course.
Okay. I'm not doing that.
Oh.
Because I'm not going to the doctor and doing that. If I'm going to go to the doctor, I'm going to get a checkup.
Yeah, I get a woman's wellness. I have a regular.
Now, I do get my checkups.
I do my
every quarter. I do my quarter checkup for, being a man. But just going to get a blood work for STD, no, I'm not doing that.
Oh.
I'm not doing that, no.
But, I mean, well, you don't have to do it if you ain't outside living wild.
That's right. I'm not outside. So
I'm not like that. So.
In Houston, nobody really outside like that.
No, they be outside. We be watching from the window, child, because we ain't out that.
Oh, man. So, guys, I hope you guys, man, got the moral of the story. But if you guys disagree with me or agree with me, I would love to hear from it. If you guys agree with Stacy or disagree with Stacy.
Oh, they going to disagree with me today. I got a feeling I got some disagree.
So your 3 will be global entry. A woman is not going to pop up on you. Mm-hmm. And
like, are you in a relationship with someone?
Right. And not safety, but what's the third one you had? You had
do you like to travel?
Do you travel? Do you
like to?
Yeah.
Not just do you plan on it? How do you feel about it? Like, do you actually enjoy it?
That's good. That's important. That's good for the first date.
Yeah.
That's good. That's not bad.
That's good.
And mine are credit score. What mine is? Credit score, health concerns, and do you actively go to therapy?
Okay.
First date. So
your first date question is like the 10th date. Like, that's like, hey, I'm thinking about proposing to her, and before I do, and before I organize this prenup, let me ask her these questions. That's those questions you ask before you going into an actual relationship. I think, like, people be looking at, like, just like date 1, date 2.
Yeah.
That's not like a monogamous thing. That's not like we locked in yet.
Why do we date? We date.
You date to get there.
Right. So in order for me to continue to date you, I need to start off from the jump before I even waste my time. And those 4 or 5 months that it done passed, I'm like, damn.
But you're not going on 1 date a month.
I'm just saying. I think now it could be a cookie cutter response by me. Guys, look. I'm saying I don't want to wait. We in our 40s, so we don't want to waste our time when it comes to dating. We want to make sure that our time, because our time is very important at this age in our life. So I'm not wasting no time just to be like, oh, she's cute and she really don't really like to travel like that. But she says she goes to therapy, but her last time going was in 2021, and she has like 4 kids by 4 different baby daddies, but she's still, she's cute. No, hell no. Look, I need to know this, and this, because I expect you to ask me certain questions too, because I'm pretty sure you have those same questions.
I gave you my questions.
Well, I'm saying just the person. At our age, I'm pretty sure we have those questions, and you guys call them non-negotiables. Yeah, and I think it's very important to ask those questions.
But you know what? I think that here's our problem. Mm-hmm. We are looking at like the first date, second date, third date through very different lenses.
That's true.
I feel like I'm looking at it through the lens of a man, and you're looking at it through the lens of an emotional person, not a woman. Because a lot of women are not emotional like that. And I don't like that stereotype being on women.
Okay.
But you're looking at it from a place of emotion, like these things that lead to all this, if something had, like, an emotional spot, and you're thinking of it like 5th date in. I think the first... I think, like, if somebody's like, oh, I've just been seeing him for a month, that's, like, new. Mm-hmm. That's like, that ain't your man yet.
What you plan on him being your man?
Yeah, if he can survive.
Because the thing is, if he said, I guarantee you, if he said, you asked him, do you like to travel? Oh yeah, I go to Mexico every year. Okay, and you be like, okay, or you go to Mexico at least. Then you be like, okay, what about any women? Are you concerned about?
No. Because if he said, what was it called? Where's that place?
Where? Cabo?
No.
It's in the States? Everybody go to it? Tulum?
Nope. It's in South America.
Johannesburg?
Colombia, not Colombia.
No, Colombia?
Medellin.
Oh, you're at Medellin.
No, not that one. Which one is it where all y'all go to sow some damn oats?
That's in Colombia.
Yeah, what's the name of the city?
Medellin.
Because if y'all say that, I'm already checked out.
Why?
Because I know what you do.
Okay, but child, that was before you.
I know you're fast. You out here fast.
That was before you, though.
You fast in the streets and you fast on these airplanes. In all countries, all calles, wherever you fast.
Streets, huh? You speaking Spanish now. So he could travel, but he just can't travel to Colombia or Dominican Republic.
Wait, it's a city in Dominican Republic too?
Yeah, there's multiple cities.
Which ones?
I can't tell you.
Let me know so I can know.
I'm gonna tell you off camera.
I need to put it on my list.
Y'all
hear that, ladies? See, this is what y'all wanted to know.
I'm gonna tell you off camera. So our next discussion is gonna be places where your man can travel and where he can't. That's gonna be our next discussion.
Okay, but all I know is that is Medellin, honey.
Medellin, yeah, Medellin.
All I know is if he go there every year,
well, you know,
red flag.
It's a beautiful place.
Great.
I have a lot of Afro Colombians there too.
That's wonderful.
Beautiful place. Cuba is an awesome place. Puerto Rico, Brazil.
But I don't want you to I'm gonna. It's gonna be a red flag if where you traveling, your hotel door unlocked.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or should I say motel?
Well, but most people do Airbnb. You know, they don't really have too many. Well, I don't know about it. I can't talk about it. But yeah. Guys, look, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Look, you guys gonna hear from us more often. Stacy, you know, she got a lot of stuff with her. You know, she talked that. Anyway, but Stacy, where can the people find you?
Not on the streets.
Outside. She be outside with it.
Inside. What I was telling you, what time I got in this morning?
3.
Because what was I doing?
Outside.
You a lying half. Taking my mama.
Stacy, she got in at 3 o'clock from being outside. Where you was at outside?
Taking my mama to meet my aunt and uncle.
Oh, that's so good.
They were driving back across the way.
Shout out.
Why you playing?
Shout out.
So that mean I had to be at bed at 7 o'clock.
Yeah. So you up. Mm-hmm. You look awesome. So
thank you. It took a lot of work for me today.
Yeah, I'm glad your glam squad got you together. So where can the people find you?
Y'all know me.
I don't know. The new guys, they gonna want to get you. They gonna be sliding.
It's only Stacy_B. B with 3 E's.
They gonna be sliding now.
They ain't sliding.
They gonna be sliding. All the way. Y'all don't slide.
I wouldn't even know.
Do you want them to slide if they're travelers?
I don't know. I don't really care what you do. How am I gonna tell you what to do?
I'm asking because the men gonna be like, well, if you want to get fluid out, I'll take it X, Y, and Z.
What you say? What? Who said it?
Ooh, what?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Ah.
Oh, Michael Jordan. Oh yeah, Michael Jordan. He missed most of the shots that he yelled.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You got to shoot your shot.
Ooh, I like that. You
gotta shoot your shots. No, I don't know. I might not be blocking it. You might catch me at the beginning of the year when y'all got y'all fresh papers, and I'm.
You got your global entry card.
You got your global entry. You done got your man's wellness check. It's all good.
If you don't shoot your shot, you would never know if you have a chance or not. That's good.
That's what I said.
Red.
Hey, what's up, Lil Red?
Yeah, say, what's up, Red? That's Louisiana. Say Red.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Shout out to Louisiana. Shout out to New Orleans. Guys, look, man, we've been trying to get out of here, but I hope you guys appreciated the conversation, and we're going to be more, be on the lookout for also your podcast for
Far From Average.
Far From Average with Stacy and Stacy. Y'all know where I'll be at. Every Monday we here. This is going to air Monday, as you know, And you're going to hear from Stacy again. So our next topic probably going to be about the places your mate can't travel.
Ooh, that's going to be good. I'm going to have to study. I'm going to talk to some boys so I can come back with some answers.
Yeah, that'd be good. Places your mate can't travel and why.
Because I also want to know what guys think, like, about girls. Like, where do they think we go to act a fool?
Yeah, and that's another thing.
It's probably Jamaica.
That's part of it. No, y'all go to Jamaica. Yeah, I get the young boys.
They be like, oh, Stacey trying to be Stella. And you right.
Guys, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here, guys.
Bye.
I appreciate y'all. Culturally distinct. Much love. We got to get out of here. Much love to 605 Adult Beverages and Hardcore Universe. Guys, look, I love you guys. You can't do nothing about it. Peace out.
Bye.